Hey there, everybody. It's your pal Pete on the old 2018 Honda Goldwing. Just left a dealership back there. Yeah. It's a long story. I came over here to peruse some motorcycles, specifically BMW. The 1250 GS. And this is leading me to the topic. Sorry about that. Which is leading me to a topic I've been thinking about. I wanted to do this as a collaboration with somebody, but now the iron's hot, so I'm going to strike it. The place I went, I'm not going to name names or anything, Sky Power Sports or anything, but they're a monster dealer. I mean, and that's the subject of this video, is are the huge conglomerate dealers going to take away from the experience of buying a motorcycle? So now we're going into this. As you guys have probably noticed, and girls, over the years, lots and lots, and it doesn't matter the dealership, Honda, Harley, Indian, blah, 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 name a one. They used to, when I first started riding, umpteen years ago, feels like, there weren't. Every motorcycle shop was a standalone shop. You might have a couple brands in there, simply that's how it worked. But typically every motorcycle shop stood on its own. They were their own independent dealer, they had their own service department, they had their own everything, and they were pretty much responsible for all that. Nowadays, it seems like we are in the land of the humongo. Slight left, okay. I don't know where this thing's telling me to go, but what the heck.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-4 East.
Oh, we're going onto I-4. Oh, interesting. Anyway, so this might be a noisy video. I might have to reshoot the whole thing. This is gravy. Anywho, so I just didn't want to go back the same way I came. So anyway, back to the point of the conversation here. There's a beautiful sight. The St. John's River. One of the few rivers in the world that flows from south to north. Fun fact of the day. I have to feel I'm going to have to reshoot this whole video. Anyway. So, the dealerships, get to the point. The dealerships are now and it doesn't matter now. You have got everything under one roof. It seems like that place I just went into. It was BMW, Ducati, Indian, and a couple others in there, Suzuki, Yami. I walked in, usually when you walk in the door and they had the desk there, real nice. Guys on their phones, not even, hey, how are you doing? Welcome to our store. Okay, so I find the restroom because, I just rode over from a different Harley-Davidson dealership, which is family-owned, in a completely different story on how you're treated. Just different. But anyway, so there's a lot of these big dealers around now. I'm sure you've noticed it in your area as well. Where I live in Ocala, we have what's called Ride Now Power Sports. Ride Now Power Sports has I forget how many dealerships nationwide. I mean, they are huge. They have multiple brands. I think they have every brand. I mean, all the dealerships in Ocala, whether it's the Honda dealer, which is Honda, they've got, I think, Kawasaki's in that one, Indian's in the same parking lot, yada yada yada, and then you have the Suzuki dealer, which is like tenth of a mile up the road, and then about a quarter of a mile up the road, you have Warhorse Harley Davidson. They own every dealership. So it doesn't matter where you buy your bike or how they treat you, because they got you by the cannolis. I don't know what cannolis are, but that's what we're calling them. That you're SOL. You've got no chance for any kind of negotiation, because they just don't care. What are you going to do? And then when you go, like, say you're looking at an Indian or something like that, well, guess what? They own or have their digs into all the Indian dealers around. So the price is the price. And like Harley is really smart as a business. It's really bad for a consumer, but it's really good for Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson, I'm sure some of you have noticed, if you want a used bike, you can go to the Harley Davidson website, which I'll bring that up here. Click used bike, type in any kind of bike you're looking for, and then your zip code, and it's going to pull up all the dealerships that have that bike. And guess what? They're all within like a few dollars of one another. They control the pricing. You can't get a deal anymore. Unless they just really want to move it out. That's it. So are we as consumers just kind of going to get kiboshed? I mean, even Craigslist now. I mean, I love buying used motorcycles. Like, I've been trying to find a dual sport or or ADV bike on Craigslist, but people are wanting dealership money for them. And it's, I saw one. It's the BMW 310 GS. Nothing major. They had 5 of them sitting in that store, brand new. The guy's asking like $6,000 for it. I could buy one in the showroom with 0 miles on it for $6,000. It was like $6,200. Now, granted, you got to pay dealer fees and all that, but this thing had been down. You could tell it scratches. I'm like, people are out of their minds, man. It's like fair pricing is just gone. And I think it comes back to the dealerships and these massive dealerships. I mean, where I lived in Fort Myers, there was 2 dealerships. There was Scott Fisher. He sold it to some group, and they own, what do they own? They own, I think they own like 8 dealerships. So there were 2, and then they closed the one in Naples. We're done with that store. We're going to make everybody come up to this big new store we built up here. It was called Sixpence. Now it's called Rockstar Harley Davidson, which is the dumbest name everywhere, because everywhere that they're branding around the entire building still says Sixpence or 6B. Come on. So, but they don't care, because what are you going to do? Now, I can tell you from experience going to that dealership in Fort Myers, I would never buy a bike from that place, ever. Because the few times I've gone down there, I don't even have your helmet off yet, and there's sales flies around you. I mean, I understand you got to make a sale. That's how you make your money. But give a guy a chance to take his helmet off. And also don't go, oh, you're coming in here to trade in that bike and get you a real bike now? I put my helmet back on, it just left. And they don't care, because what are you going to do? Now, I can go up the street to Burt's, one of Burt's stores, Black Widow or whatever it's called, what's the other, Barracuda. Totally different class of people. You go, and every dealership's different, and that's what I mean. These big dealerships, they don't care. They got a warm body in the store because that's all they need. They're not going to go negotiate. They don't have to. It's like, oh, you want that bike? Well, this is the price. Now, I will say, when I was over at Gator Harley Davidson, the kid who helped me over there, nice guy, took his time out, let me get on the bike, ride around, at least get a feel. Because if you put a butt in the seat, you might get a sale. Because now, I own a BMW, and I like BMW, but do you honestly think I would ever come over here, an hour and a half away from my house, to buy one? No. Never. Not in a million years. And I know this is getting kind of frosty, and I'm kind of irritated by it because, am I becoming a dinosaur? I just missed the old days where you could go buy a motorcycle, man, and it was a great experience. Like when I bought my 2007 Wing, I had a great experience. I bought it from, was it First Coast? Yeah, I think it was First Coast Honda, which was in St. Augustine at the time, and had a great experience. When I bought another Honda at Honda Jacks. There seems to be a theme here with the Hondas, huh? Great experience, and that's what you want. Because one, you're building that loyalty. Hey, I love Hondas, and
Quarter mile, use any lane to turn left onto Howland Boulevard.
And it's hard for me to switch brands. But the problem with those bikes are, with Honda especially, like if I were to go into a Honda dealership and they had an African twin sitting there and said, hey, I want to take that for a demo, they just look at me stupid. They don't do demo rides. They rarely do demo rides.
Use any lane to turn left onto Howland Boulevard.
No duh. And it's hot. Anyway, so that's my rant. I hope you enjoyed it. What are your thoughts? Do you think the big conglomerate dealerships are going to really just drive market prices up more? Because certainly the friendliness of the dealerships that you've seen in the past are gone. Like I have some friends that they have local dealers they deal with their HDs, and they love them. They drive further to deal with that dealership because it's independent. You can see the owner. They're there. It makes a difference to people because motorcycle is about community. I don't care what you're riding. If I see you on the side of the road, I'm going to stop and help you. I don't care what you ride. That's what motorcycle is. It's a community of people that are crazy enough to put themselves and their lives and limbs in danger for the fun of it. Anyway, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the like. And comment below, because I'm sure that this is going to stir some pudding. This is Pete on my 1800 today. Talk to you later. Bye.